Yo, what's going on with y'all? It's your boy NeohXO, and today I'm gonna just be talking about the Black Clover volumes. Now, I have all of them that have currently been released in English, so I guess I'm gonna just go through them one by one, kind of say a couple things about them, say what I like, what I don't like, stuff like that. Most of the time, I'm gonna probably like everything about it, to be honest. So I'm gonna just move that out the way. I'm gonna go from chapter 1, and I'm gonna move going forward. So this one right here. This is the classic Black Clover volume. Now, this is the first volume of Black Clover. Speaking on the designs of them, though, like, I really like how they all have kind of like the black spine. It makes them all like kind of go together, you know what I mean? When you put them on the shelf and stuff like that. But like, as far as it goes for the actual presentation of this, I mean, this is probably the most recognizable volume of Black Clover. Just the first one really set it off. I really like this volume. I'm not gonna talk too much about the contents of every volume because y'all know I usually cover the chapters. But in the future, I'm gonna probably go ahead and cover the volumes too. But for right now, basically, this is the one where, you know, Asta goes out on his journey. He leaves the church from Hage Village and stuff like that. He just goes out on his journey. Pretty much that's where it all starts off with this volume right here. If anybody wants to get into Black Clover, I suggest honestly starting from volume 1, straight up. All right, going to volume 2. This one is pretty cool. It has William Vengeance on it, but to be honest, William Vengeance wasn't even in it that much. I mean, he was in here definitely. I guess they put him on the cover to kind of build up his character and have it like mysterious and stuff. Same thing here, black spine. Pretty much all of them do, and they all change colors right here. Look right here at the number, they change numbers, and they also have a different character for the most part on the bottom right here with the SJ logo. So the back, it pretty much gives you the summary, and it's rated T for teen. I pretty much recommend all of these for anyone who's probably, honestly, I recommend it to everybody, to be honest. Volume 3, this is the one where we got Mars. Like I said, I'm not gonna go too into depth with each of them. I just mainly want to show all of them off to show like the art and stuff like that, because I know not everyone has these, and people want to know what they look like in physical form. Now, it's one thing to have it digitally and see it digitally, but it's another thing entirely to have it physically. And I made a video about that too. I will link to it somewhere. It's probably in the descriptions or maybe at the end of the video. But I made a video talking about digital manga versus physical manga, and I like both. They definitely have some advantages and disadvantages. For example, I don't want to show too much. I don't want to get it like, you know, copyrighted or anything like that, but pretty cool. I like it, you know. That was probably a bad example. I'll go on to show you more of what I mean. That volume was pretty good too. It was the one where we see Mars come. I think Asta, you know, came into the dungeon. I don't want to spoil too much, but you know, him and Mars kind of got into it. This one right here, another good one. I pretty much like all of them. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Yuki Tabata, which is the author you can see right here, I don't think he has released a bad volume. And a lot of people actually complain how sometimes he leaves you on a cliffhanger at the end of a chapter, but y'all gotta realize he's not, you know, he's worried about it to chapter week to week, but at the end of the day, he's worried about longevity. A person like me, I bought all of these volumes, so I'm gonna read through them. 10 years in the future, I'm still gonna have this. Week to week, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you might have a cliffhanger for a week, but if you're reading the volumes like me, you're reading it back to back, so it's not really no cliffhanger chapters, you know what I mean? 5. Another pretty good chapter. I like this one. Not chapter, another pretty good volume. They're all good. I'm gonna just say that right now. We got Mimosa on this one. I like this one. I believe this is the one where Mimosa and Asta meet. I think this is a very fitting cover. We got Charmy. She meets her Prince Yuno, and she kind of, you know, catches a crush on him and stuff like that. I think that Mimosa is drawing very well on this cover. Probably one of my favorite drawings of Mimosa so far, honestly. This one's blue. I think this is probably the one where the Eye of the Midnight Sun probably attacked in the end. Now, the thing with these with these volumes. I'm gonna go ahead and move some more into the frame. Now the thing with these is they have like little Q&As, and they have like these right here, well, like it's like the character sketches and stuff like that. And at the end of the volumes, they have like notes and stuff like that. Like for example, here we can see like the early sketches of Sally. What else we got here? We can see just some stuff Tabata added in there. That's one of the advantages of reading the volumes. You know, Tabata added some extra stuff just for the treat for the people who went out and bought the volumes. This one, really cool cover. I like this one a lot. We see this is the one I like how this one kind of is mysterious, but you can see how Patri's eyes are in the background. So this is the one where Yami and Patri face off. I think the fight in the manga is very good. The fight in the anime is also very good. Either way, you're not going wrong. Very good fight. Very good fight. I like the colorway of this one too. You see these stickers on the back? I'm gonna have to take it off. Depending on where you buy these, they sometimes put stickers on it. I'm not a fan of that. I mean, I'm not like gonna cry about it or nothing. I'm gonna just take it off. But depending on where you get these, it might have a sticker on it. And the only reason I bring that up is because I like to keep all of my manga in tip-top condition. You can see all of my stuff pristine, 100% pristine, good quality. Like I keep my stuff held up. I don't even really like to let these get a lot of sunlight. For those of you who don't know, if your volumes get too much sunlight, the pages are gonna turn yellow. You can see my pages are really white. I mean, over time they're gonna turn yellow anyways. I'm gonna be honest with you. But if you really wanna, you know, not make them turn yellow faster, keep them out of the sunlight. That's a good tip for you guys that I got for y'all. Now I don't have volume 23. But I'm gonna talk about that a little later. It didn't really come out in English, but I'm gonna get into it. Now we got Vanessa on the front cover of this one, volume 10. I mean, this is another good cover. I really like the way Vanessa's drawn here. I feel like this one tells a story. I like the ones that tell a story. You can see Salamander and Fauna coming in. Fauna used to be just straight up evil, dog, until like she had that split. I'm not gonna go into detail of that here, but you guys, if you've already read them, you know what I'm talking about. Cool. I like this. It's kind of like on the, like, if you look at them, they have grimoire design. So this one right here is Mars's design, because you know he has two different magic attributes. So yeah, it's kind of like his grimoire, and they all for the most part they're pretty much all like that. They all have somebody's grimoire design on them, and that's kind of important because sometimes you don't know the color of someone's grimoire, and the covers and stuff like that, they show you the design in more detail because there's only so much detail you can actually show in the manga. You know what I mean? That's one advantage that digital manga has. You can zoom in. I like zooming in sometimes. I mean, it's unpractical for me to go get like a magnifying glass. So if I want to like analyze really hard, I'll probably more than likely analyze stuff from digitally, you know what I mean? Because I could zoom in really far and get a big picture. You see, I got a computer in the back. So I like that about, let me turn that back on. I like that about digital. And you see like just the bonus material in these, man. Like you don't get this, sometimes you don't get this digitally. I'm telling you right now, unless somebody is kind enough to scan it for you, then you're not really gonna get that. Fire cover, absolutely amazing. Fire cover, I like this. Volume 12, powerful females on there. Black Clover does female characters really well. I made a video on that. I suggest a lot of you go watch some of my older videos. I know a lot of you are new to my channel, but I've been doing YouTube for like a year now. So some of my older videos are actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. So I made one about the female characters in Black Clover. I'll link it down below, but y'all could pretty much find it too. This volume right here, man, a little bit of a story. Trying to get this volume was hard, man. I don't know, sometimes when you're looking for volumes, the prices are increased. So normally, typically, you'll probably get a volume $7, $10 maybe. But if they're scarce, like this one when I was looking for it was scarce, like $30, $20. I think I ended up paying $16 You might be able to find it for $8. It just depends on if it's in stock or not. But this manga volume right here was not in stock for the longest time. And I actually ordered it from a website. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and pay the price. But the website took so long. It took like months to get here. So I just ended up returning that one. So I ended up with 2 volume 13s. And eventually I just ended up returning one of them. So that's my copy right there. I suggest getting these off Amazon. I mean, I haven't had any problems with Amazon. Right Stuff I hear is also very good to get these. This cover right here, very fire. Zora, Langris, Finral, Asta. Just look how good this cover is. We see Asta in the back. Wow, man, really nice. So yeah, just a summary. Shonen Jump Loto Viz Media logo. I usually, if I'm reading digitally, I'm gonna go to Viz's website. That's where I normally go. So Viz has like a Shonen Jump section, and that's where I read every Sunday. Is the current schedule for Black Clover. Sometimes they release on Fridays. Sometimes, you know, they switch it up. They're bound to do whatever they want. You know what I mean? It's their manga. This is a fire cover. I feel like it's slept on. It's not my favorite, but I know everybody likes Mira Leona. I don't really see a lot of people who dislike her. I really don't, to be honest with you. 100% honest. Moving on. This one is really cool. I haven't really seen this one a lot. And by seeing, obviously I have it in my collection, but I don't just go looking at my collection every single day. And most of the time I end up seeing things, once again, digitally, because I feel like we're in a digital age and a lot of things is just digital nowadays, but I still have an appreciation for physicals, most definitely. So I don't really see people like retweeting this or posting it on Instagram. I don't really see that a lot for this volume. Same thing can be said with this one. I've never seen someone retweet this volume or anything like that. I mean, this is a clean design. It's cool how Raya got to be on the volume, because, you know, he's kind of like a not the main villain of the arc, but he still got to be on the cover. Really cool. I see Black Clover kind of likes to use this color scheme a lot, the black with the little tan. We're almost through. We got this one with Henry on it. Henry looks slick right here. For those of you who do not know, Henry is very, very tall. I mean, this cover right here is very fitting. I'll go into detail a little bit. You know, I have a very analytical mind. So you see we got Henry. It's composed around him. Then we see the Black Bull's hideout. Now, the reason for this is the fact that Henry actually, his magic type here, if you want to look a little closer, look at his grimoire, he actually can control the parts of the hideout. So I think that's very cool. So it's really cool how they, you know, kind of compose the story with that. Cool cover. Cool backside too. Couple more here. Now this one is one that I can see a lot of people tweeting about all the time. I hear a lot of people talking about this volume a lot. I don't blame them. Very good cover art. Noelle looks really nice. Then you see her siblings in the back. I'm not 100% positive, but just from the cover, I could tell this is probably the one that you know, covers their character development, because there are some realizations that have been made, especially revolving around Big Bro. So very good cover, man. I like this one. I like this one a lot. Okay, now we have 20. So we see Marie and Ghost. You know, that man has a sister complex. No one can deny that. Then we see Gray. Did a very good job of capturing her personality. She's really shy. We see the elves. You can see their markings on their face. And I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I'll mention it again. Yeah. So the first time that we see the colors of the characters is usually on covers. So that's why it's important to get covers, because obviously manga is in black and white. So when the chapters are released, you don't really know what the color scheme of a character is. But once the volume covers are released, then you know. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest. These two are probably my 2 favorite volume covers so far that have been released, because we know 26 has been floating around the internet for some time now, and 24 and 25 they haven't released as far as I know yet. But these two, as far as the ones, these are all of the ones that are released in English. Now, I mentioned earlier that pretty much 23 is released in Japanese, but it's not released in English, so I don't have it, but I have it pre-ordered. If you guys want, I'll make a video just talking about volume 23. It has Sekirei Swallowtail on it. You guys know she's probably my favorite girl character from the series. If I had to pick, I'd say this is my favorite cover so far. I mean, it just looks cool, man. Really cool, really iconic. People tweet about it all the time. People love this cover a lot. People love this cover a lot. And like, yeah, I mean, look at it, man. It's just cool, bro. Like, I like the back too. They got the little picture at the top. The truth of 500 years. Epic. So the last one I'm gonna talk about, like I said, I'll talk about 23 once I have it. I have it pre-ordered. It should be here soon. We see Licht and Lumiere, first Wizard King, and then the leader of the elves. So yeah, this is gonna be like probably top 3 favorite volumes, I want to say, of a lot of people, 100%. So it makes sense that Sekirei gets the next one after this, because she's revealed. I don't know how many of you have read the manga, so she's been revealed and she gets to be on the cover. So yeah, that's pretty much most of the stuff I wanted to talk about in this video, honestly. So I have forgot to show this one in the video yesterday, so it's the next day, so I'm gonna just cut this in there. This volume 7 right here, also pretty fire. Vanessa, Magna, Yami, and Luck, pretty fire cover. I'm gonna cut this into the video. But yeah, volume 7. I'll talk a little bit about this. I'm not gonna talk too much about it, just a little bit. So this is the game. It's very underrated. Not a lot of people talk about it. So I just wanted to bring it out. I'll take out the disc too, so y'all can see what the disc look like. I hope we get a new Black Clover game pretty soon. This is what the disc looks like for the game. I'm Black Clovered out over here, man. I'm a fan for real. I'll just put them all in frame again. Excuse me, because they're gonna be kind of messy, because I don't want the video to be that long. I'll probably end it here after I get, you know, one more look closer. Yeah, man, like, I just feel like the black design on the spine really goes good. I hope they don't change it. I really hope they don't change it. But if they do, it'll be for the better, I guess. Hopefully. I'm one of those people who have a lot of trust in Black Clover to know what they're doing. Like, especially Yuki Tabata. The character design's amazing. Story, amazing. Pretty much everything about the series, amazing. So yeah, this is one more look at it. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna end the video here. I don't want to take too much of you guys' time. If you made it to this part of the video, thank you a lot for watching this video. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. As always, it's been your boy NeohXO, and I'm out.